Hi, this is Dr. Karen Becker, and today we're going to discuss a totally disgusting topic, coprophagia, which is the pleasant term for stool eating. Although totally gross, there is one stage of a pet's life when coprophagia is actually expected, and that's during parenthood. Mother dogs and cats consume the feces of their litter to hide their scent when the litter is vulnerable in the den. Other than that, stool eating, although is very common, it's totally gross. It occurs for a variety of reasons. The first one being medical problems, which includes pancreatic insufficiency or enzyme deficiency. Also, intestinal malabsorption and GI parasites are also common medical reasons for why dogs will eat their own poop. For this reason, I have recommended dogs have their stools checked through a veterinarian every 6 months to make sure that they're parasite-free. Healthy dogs can also acquire intestinal parasites from eating feces. So a twice yearly intestinal parasite analysis is a great idea for all dogs. Dogs do secrete some digestive enzymes from their pancreas to process their food, but dogs that cannot secrete adequate enzymes end up enzyme deficient. Other animals' feces are a source of free digestive enzymes, and dogs will simply recycle. Gross but true. Rabbit poop is one of the richest sources of not only digestive enzymes, but B vitamins. And dogs will stumble across rabbit droppings in the yard, and many dogs will recycle these enzymes when they stumble upon them. Many dogs on entirely processed dry foods or eating no living foods at all will intentionally seek out these free sources of enzymes because they have been enzyme deficient for their whole lives. Cats that suffer from enzyme deficiency, malabsorption, or that are consuming poor quality cat foods will provide litter box temptations for many dogs that also share their home. Providing cats and dogs with a diet consisting of human-grade protein and supplemental digestive enzymes as well as probiotics can sometimes curb the urge to find those less desirable sources of free enzymes around the yard or litter box. Behavioral reasons constitute the second category of why many dogs consume poop. Some dogs, especially those in kennel situations, may eat feces because they are anxious or stressed. Some research also suggests that dogs who have been punished by their owners for defecating inappropriately erroneously believe that the entire act of pooping is bad, so they'll try and eliminate the evidence by consuming their feces. Another theory that probably holds some weight is that coprophagia is a trait that has been documented in all dogs, which includes wolves, coyotes, domestic dogs, and that happens when food is in short supply. I see this sadly most commonly in puppy mill dogs. Puppies that go hungry or that were weaned too young or that have to fight for a place at a communal bowl or that unfortunately sit for weeks in a tiny crate with nothing to do but recycle their own feces can all have habitual stool eating habits that become impossible to break. Coprophagic behavior can be learned also from watching other animals. So older dogs with a disgusting habit can teach the vile bad habit to younger dogs in a household. And like a dysfunctional game of monkey see, monkey do, you can have one dog teach the rest of the family that this is what you do in the backyard. Finally, some researchers claim that some dogs eat feces just because it tastes good. Now, I just disagree with this. Some dogs have weirdly strange standards to what poo they'll eat. Sounds strange to have any standards pertaining to that, but some dogs only eat frozen poop. We call those poopsicles. Some dogs only consume the feces of a specific animal. And some dogs will only eat feces certain times of the year. So dogs can sometimes just be meandering around the yard, stumble across some feces, and they can decide they're going to sample it, while other dogs are totally obsessive about obtaining certain excrement. What's for certain is they're not consuming poo because they have a poo deficiency. So there's some common sense ways to reduce how much coprophagia is happening in your pack. Number one, common sense, pick up all the poo from your dog immediately. Don't give your dog a chance to stumble across poo. Number two, get a self-cleaning litter box or place a litter box in a location in your home where the dog can't reach. Certainly, we recommend that you improve your pet's diet and add digestive enzymes and probiotics to their food. We also recommend that you offer environmentally enriching toys or interactive toys that can help stimulate dogs that can become bored easily. And we also recommend that your dog gets a bunch of exercise to be mentally and physically stimulated. Bored dogs acquire far more strange habits and behaviors than mentally and physically stimulated dogs, so keep your dogs active. Last but not least, you can try one of the many over-the-counter deterrents, but remember, many of these over-the-counter deterrents, which are powders you either put on the stool or that you feed to the dogs to create an unpalatable stool, create an environment where hopefully the dogs will want to consume less feces. Many of these products contain MSG. including most of the home remedies that you buy online. Sometimes you've heard that you can add meat tenderizers to your dog's food or stool. Those also contain MSG. So look for a non-toxic brand that doesn't contain this toxic ingredient. If the coprophagic behavior intensifies, make sure that you address it with your vet, because sometimes dogs have underlying medical reasons for this really gross yet very common behavior problem. So talk to your vet if you have any questions about some underlying reasons why your dog could be doing this.